Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Kenya with BK Trading Academy, where we help new and struggling traders learn how to trade with structure and guidance so that you guys start the right way, you have a breakthrough, and you trade confidently. And in today's training, we're going to go through USDCHF. I'm going to talk about trading opportunities, also show you some really important things you want to look for when you're trading. So let's go ahead and hop right in. Do me a favor and smash that like button. It really does help our channel, and we appreciate you for that so much, and I am going to do my best to help you out. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start on the monthly time frame and work my way down, and this is called a multi-time frame analysis. And the reason why it's best to start out on the higher time frame like the monthly and work your way down is that you want to get an overall feel for what's going on in the market. So I want you to compare this to dating someone, for example, right? So you sit down with someone, let's say you're speed dating, maybe not, but let's say you're speed dating, and how well can you get to know someone in 2 minutes? Not very much, right? So it's the same thing with trading. When you look at the 1 minute time frame or the 5 minute, you may see some things, but it is very easy to get deceived because you're looking at candles that have moved within a short amount of time. When you're looking at the monthly, this is going to give you more history, more data. It's going to show you what the market has been doing overall. So compared to, for example, dating someone for 5 minutes or 1 day or a week or a month versus a year, then you will know a lot about that person. It's the same thing when you look at the charts. So looking at the monthly time frame, you're going to notice that we are in a downtrend. One thing I do see here is starting in November of 2022, we had a sell-off and we actually had a bearish engulfing candle here on the monthly. Price continued to push to the downside, and now we've recently retested a low from January of 2021. So this previous monthly low here is right where we're rejecting right now. And will we get back down here? Possibly we could. But I'm going to show you some signals that I'm seeing right now and what our opportunity is. So we know that if the price does continue to push down, that we could come and retest this low right here at about 0.8777. But one thing we see is that sellers have been dominant for quite some time. And also, if you notice on this monthly time frame right now, we are starting to see some rejection right at that area. So that tells us that sellers might be losing a little bit of strength, and we possibly are seeing buying pressure come in. So now that we know that, we can continue to work our way down. So we know that definitely we have a downtrend on the monthly, and then we can look at our monthly high. We can also look at our monthly low, and this tells us how much price has moved within this current month. So we're right now in April. So this is the high that price has been, which is at 91.85, and this is our low. So now we can continue to work our way down, and as we do that, we can develop an overall bias. So one of the things that I like to do is teach traders how to trade price action very simple, and one of the ways you can do that is by capturing price inside of a channel. So for example, I can simply just take my trend line here and I can draw a channel. And what I'm going to do right now, sometimes I don't like to force my trend line to the price action. Now I can do this, but sometimes you will need to adjust your trend lines based on what the price action is doing. So right now, this is my swing high. You always want to connect it to your swings. So this is my swing high. This is a high, okay? And my next touch would be right here. Now, sometimes as the price moves kind of up and down, you need to extend the trend line out a little bit. So we go through that in some other videos, but that's just something to be mindful of. So now what I'm going to do is take this trend line and I'm just going to clone it. Now I can see with my naked eye that the price action or trend is downward. So I'm just showing you a simple way of how to just trap the price and make it a little bit simple for you, especially if you are a new trader and it's really difficult for you to be able to spot market direction or levels or things like that. So this could really simplify your process. So we know that we saw a monthly low, and looking at this weekly time frame, that monthly low is right here. And if we simply just drag this over, okay, right there, I'm going to bring it up just a little bit. So right there where we're rejecting, and then I'm going to extend it out. Now, the reason why I'm extending it out is because I'm reminding myself that this low I'm seeing here is a monthly low from back in January of 2021. And if the market does drop to retest that area, that is definitely probably an area I want to keep my eye on, because Since the price is low and on sale, I would expect that this would be an area where buying pressure would come in. But one thing I'm seeing right now is that we are rejecting right here. And notice where the price is rejecting on this current weekly time frame. Look left, and it also rejected here, and the market pushed up the next 3 consecutive weeks, gave us a pullback, and then gave us another move upward. So that's really important because usually what happens in the past tends to happen in the future, not always, but we always look to the past to see what happened in the markets in order to predict what could possibly happen in the future. So considering this is my weekly support, my weekly low, and I'm also going to find my weekly high. So I could simply clone this horizontal tool right here, and I'm just going to bring it up to my weekly high. Okay, so looking at where the price is right now, because I'm seeing a buying signal that, you know, sellers are losing strength and that this price could possibly go upward, I would be interested in buying if the price came back to retest these lows. So I would set an alert anywhere like right at 88.93, or even if the price got back to like 89.36 or so. We're currently trading at 89.76, so we pushed up a bit from rejecting in this area. But right now, your opportunity is in between the weekly high and also the weekly low. So what we're going to do is we are going to mark these areas as our weekly support. Now, you might be wondering, why am I not doing this on the daily time frame? I can consider working my way down, but if you are a swing trader, for example, the weekly is going to be an excellent time frame for you to trade on. So this is going to be our, I'm just going to put demand. This is going to be our demand buy zone. So this is our demand. Oh, my spelling is off. Demand buy zone, actually my typing, not my spelling. Okay, so that's our demand buy zone. And I'm just going to mark our weekly resistance. So here is our weekly resistance right in this area. And the reason why, notice that I don't have 5 or 8 lines or zones on my chart. I simply have a sell area and a buy area. That's it. You don't need to have a bunch of zones on your chart. It's just going to confuse you and also cause you to second guess yourself, and you don't want to do that. So one thing I notice here is that this is our previous weekly high. It was also our previous weekly low multiple times. Look how much the price came here and it rejected within that area. Look left. Notice that these lows was also an area where the market held support multiple times. And look how much it bounced up, bounced up, bounced up before finally breaking higher. Okay, so this tells us that this is definitely an area where if the market gets back here, we possibly will have a sell opportunity after market has moved up and given us a correction on the weekly. All right, so stay with me, pause the video if you need to, rewind it, replay it if you need to get a better understanding. Sometimes you have to watch it over and over again to really understand, but just pay attention to what I'm walking you through. Okay, so right now, look where the price is. So would you say right now at 88, 89, 77, should we be doing anything right now? Right? So I want you to ask yourself that based on where price is right now, should we be doing anything? Now, in my personal opinion, I would not be doing anything on USDCHF right now if I haven't already profited from the move down or this minor move up right here. Okay, so now what I can do is, since I'm on the weekly, I can continue working my way down. If you are an intraday trader or even a scalper, you're still going to be going through this same process. Now, the problem is that a lot of short-term traders don't do this because they're not taught this. They start a lot of times on the lower time frame, like the 4-hour, and work their way down. Again, you're going to find the best key levels on at least the weekly. And then no matter what style of trader you are, you can consider those weekly levels. And you really just want to find levels that stick out to your naked eye. Let me show you what sticks out to me. This sticks out to me, okay? It is a forceful area, or I would say an area where the market made a forceful move. It made a forceful move to the upside. It rejected to the upside. Here's an area where it came back, retested this demand low, and rejected to the upside. Now here's an area that was previous support multiple times, market rejected to the upside, and it was also support, market rejected to the upside. It was also resistance within that area, market rejected to the downside. See that? So we want to find these areas that really stick out to our naked eye. Let me show you what also sticks out. This sticks out. I love levels like this. This sticks out. That would be an area that I'd be interested in the future, but the price is too far away from that. So that's not relevant to me right now. So this is why you don't want to have a lot of zones on your chart. You can see with your naked eye where these best zones are, but price is not there right now. So we need to find where's our best opportunity and where are we going to stay patient and wait for that opportunity. So again, I would be interested in trading this right now. I would be interested if the price rolls back to this support zone, even within this area. So let's just see how many pips this is, because I could totally see the price rolling back, collecting stop losses below here. This is another 200 pips to the downside. So that possibly could happen. But if you are a conservative trader, you're not risking too much, you just want to go for like an intraday trade, then possibly you will be trading this a little bit different. So this is why you have to go through these different time frames to figure out a bias that you're comfortable with, okay? Now, one thing I do see here as well for confluence, we can add a Bollinger Band and look how price is rejecting through the Bollinger Band. So this tells me that the price is oversold and we are positioned to move higher. So I believe that USDCHF is going to move higher in the short term. And we can also combine this with fundamental reports to support our bias as well. So make sure you're looking at, for example, Forex Factory or MyFX Book, some type of economic calendar where you are staying educated on US news and what's happening in the economy and possibly what's going to give us a bullish dollar or a bearish dollar, and that can help you determine where the market may go. So now that we know this, we can continue to drill down if we wanted to, and now we can move down to the weekly time frame. I'm sorry, to the daily time frame. So now we're going to go to the daily and we can find our opportunity on the daily. So I've marked this as my resistance, and remember this is our demand buy zone. So now on the daily, we are in a downtrend, right? So now what I can do, now when you get down here, notice how I've moved down. My trend line might shift a bit because I'm focusing on a smaller area, because let's just say I'm an intraday trader. I just want to trade for the course of the day. I don't really have to have the trend line that I had on the weekly. I can simply just come here and do this, okay? So I can come here and do this. That's my trend line, or I can just trade it, with my naked eye. And notice where my trend line is right now. The thing is that on the daily, I'm capturing a smaller area of price action. So I have to ask myself, based on what I'm seeing and what I'm seeing on the weekly, where is the best opportunity for me? I know that if we come back, this would be a good opportunity. If the market comes back to this low, gives us a rejection. So I would put an alert here at 0.8882. If the market comes back, gives us a low and rejects, this could potentially be a double bottom pattern, okay? Here's the neckline of our double bottom pattern on the daily. So if we break that, then this would be a reversal pattern on the daily time frame, signaling to us that the market is going to make a move higher. So that is what I would recommend that you look for right now. I'm really not in favor of shorting USDCHF right now because the price is so low. You can see from the higher time frame, like the weekly, for example, look how low the price is, okay? So when price is very low, we want to be buying. When price is high, we want to be shorting or selling. So I am more in favor of going long on USDCHF. And if I were to go short, I'd be more interested in this area up here at about 91.58 or so, which would be a short on the weekly. We'd be trading with the weekly bearish trend, but on the daily, if we were to short this level, we would then be shorting the downtrend on the daily, okay? So by that time, I will give you guys an update on TradingView or either in our Telegram. But right now, I wanted to give you your opportunity for USDCHF and show you how to trade this. What I recommend that you look for right now is a move downward to give us a retest right here at support, so you can mark an alert. I'd say right about 88.90 or 8900 or so. Look for rejection off of this level for a double bottom pattern, or you can even wait. I like to get in right at the wick, right at the start of the move. And especially if I see that price is so low, even if the price does break lower, I'm going to be prepared to trade these lows. That's just my style. I love trading supply and demand. So I'm going to be ready to trade that. Now for you, you just have to decide on a risk tolerance that's comfortable for you, but you can also wait to see if we break. So if we break the neckline here on this double bottom pattern, we just might see the price break above, come back, retest it, and then continue higher. So you could look for a move like that if that makes you more comfortable, okay? So that is your game plan on USDCHF. Great trading opportunity. if you can catch the move and position yourself. I hope that by walking you through the process, that it just gets you comfortable with knowing how to approach the markets, regardless of the style of trader that you are. If you are a struggling trader or you're brand new, you desire to learn, you don't have mentorship, or you don't feel like you're in a good place, I highly encourage you to check out our academy. We have so much that we offer. We are very hands-on. We hold your hand probably more than anyone in this industry. And I think our traders will definitely support that. So definitely check out our program. All the information is in the description of the video. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for watching. God bless you guys. And I hope to see you in the next training. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.